Haley Henahan with Littlesleepersanddreamers.com, and I am your pediatric sleep consultant. Are you a new parent wondering if you should be sleep training? Have you heard this phrase floating around and you just aren't sure what exactly it is? Today I'm going to go over some frequently asked questions, so stay tuned. Sleep training is teaching your child the skills he needs so that he is able to fall asleep independently. Sleep props are anything that help your child fall asleep. There are good sleep props or sleep associations that are constant or child dependent, and this can be something like a sound machine. Then there are some bad sleep props or sleep crutches. These are things that are not constant, that the child does not have control over. And this can be something like rocking your child to sleep. Check out my video here all about sleep props. No, Cry It Out and sleep training are not the same. Cry It Out is a method of sleep training, just as Kleenex is a brand of tissues. Cry It Out is the method where you put your child in their crib for the night and you let them cry and cry until they fall asleep, without going in there for any type of assistance. In my opinion, this is a little too harsh, and I do not practice this as one of my methods. There are many more, much gentler methods that parents can do while sleep training. You need to wait until your child is 12 pounds or 16 weeks from due date. Not from when they were born, but from their due date. If a client comes to me and their child is around either that weight or that age, I have them go check with their pediatrician to get a green light to sleep train, just to make sure the child is mature enough and ready to self-soothe. Typically, I get this question from breastfeeding mothers, as breastfeeding is such a special bonding time with their child and they don't want to give it up too quickly. I totally understand. So, it depends. We need to figure out if the baby is eating for nourishment or for comfort. So if the baby is eating for nourishment, then absolutely, we will continue these nightly feedings as the child needs it. This is not something that we're going to take away too quickly. If the child needs it for nourishment, you will be continuing to feed, whether it is breastfeeding or bottle feeding in the night. Now, if your child is eating for comfort and doesn't really need that nourishment and can get the calories it needs during the day, then that is something that we'll take a look at starting to eliminate these night feedings, but only if it is for comfort. No, it's never too late to start sleep training your child. Keep in mind, though, that the older your child is, especially if they're near preschool age, the more acclimated they are to their poor sleep habits. So getting them trained sooner than later might be a little easier for you. However, with the right sleep method and 100% commitment, your child will be sleeping independently within a few weeks. The short answer is it typically takes 2 to 3 weeks. But keep in mind, every family is different. Every child is different. So a lot of factors go into this. It depends on the family's philosophy of crying, how much they can handle. The more gentler an approach, the longer it's going to take. Also, as I said, the older the child, the more they are acclimated to their poor habits and will take a little bit longer. So typically babies take about 2 weeks, whereas older toddlers and preschoolers take about 3 weeks. While some children are naturally good sleepers, the majority of children need help learning this skill. If your child is getting 11 to 12 hours of sleep a night and the appropriate amount of daytime sleep for their age, then there's no need to change anything. But sleep is so important, and if you are struggling, then you really want to consider sleep training your child. This will not only benefit them, but you as well. Absolutely not. This is a question that I get asked a lot, and I totally understand where parents are coming from and the concern they have while sleep training. While you aren't rocking to sleep anymore or laying in their bed for hours on end, you can still find time to bond with them. Put your cell phone away, give them 100% of your attention, and just engage with them in simple daily activities. This will strengthen their bond. I also like to incorporate bonding time in bedtime routine. Snuggle up while reading a story. Give them a quick little rock while singing them a song. These are okay to do and strengthens the bond you have with your child. Also, after sleep training, your child will be well rested and much happier, which will continue that strong bond, if not strengthen it even more. No, there haven't been any studies that found any long-term harmful damage to babies through sleep training. Remember, crying is just your child's way of communicating or protesting. To find out more about this, check out my video here, all about crying. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any other questions that weren't answered in this video, go ahead and put them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. If this video was helpful, go ahead, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscription button and the alert bell, as more videos will be coming your way. And if you are struggling with your child and you really want to get them to have a good night's sleep night after night, go ahead and send me an email at littlesleepersanddreamers@gmail.com. I would love to connect with you. See you in the next one. Sweet dreams.